The thing is, I'm positively and actively building towards an African future, you know, creatively. So we use everything that we can with creativity. Every music style, every genre, singing, guitar playing, from opera to metal guitar. I listen to every artist, Prince, Michael Jackson, Van Halen, you name it, Elvis Presley, you name it, man, Jackie Wilson, you name it, James Brown. We're listening to them all and learning from them all. There's something to learn from them all, and try to do as much as they can to the level. Obviously, you can't do as well as all of them, but there's something you learn from all of them, and you have to try to put it together. From the opera too, and cross that too, and country music too, because the music we just have to really use music and get across to people that we want a better world. We want to clean up the oceans. You know, we want to plant those trees. We want to get rid of racism, and we are doing it too. You know, so that is the point, and we just really have to be like very creative. So for me, I felt that we got to create something in the environment that I've known while I've been trying to achieve my goals. I've been traveling a lot, and I've been living in hostels a lot, backpackers a lot. And one thing I know is that that is the highway and the avenue to share ideas, because people are moving, traveling, learning, seeking, sharing. So that's the best way. And that's why when I came here to Steelhouse, I realized that this particular place is a resolution for everything I've ever needed when I've been traveling. It's like it's the place where I can say, okay, Jimmy, now you're getting old. You're 47, you're soon going to be 50. What is your pension plan? Settle down a little. And it's a kind of like compromise. I kind of like settle down and don't settle down. I'm still in a hostel, but it's like I'm in a big, big house. And I'm cool with the staff, and the staff are cool with me. The beautiful people, lovely people. I've never come across a hostel where the management and the staff and the services and everything was entirely up to my liking. Every single individual in the staff at Steelhouse is somebody who's like an angel in my life. you know and I've said it to them, and I'm going to continue saying it to them. And to me, it'll be very painful to come to Steelhouse and see any of the staff not working here anymore, because it is a very magical situation for me. It is situated right in an area where I used to suffer a lot, where I was homeless a lot and out in the cold a lot, and there was nowhere for me to go. Copenhagen was different in those days. You didn't have the metro, so I couldn't like jump down there and make some money if I needed to, because I do that. Though it's illegal, but I do it from time to time. I could do that in London, and it's like I'd be thinking, why is Copenhagen not like London? Why must I suffer in Copenhagen when I come? You see, and had a girlfriend once who put me out in the snow because, you know, women have issues. When men have issues, women have issues, and shit like that happens, right? So that kind of shit happened. And right in this area, I was freezing. So, I mean, coming to Steelhouse and finding the place kind of like everything that I need is here. It's really cool. I'm not really digressing. The point I'm trying to make here is that hostels, backpackers all around the world is how we're going to distribute this album, you know? But it's a Steelhouse album because Steelhouse has created the environment for me to do it. Like, look here, I'm in the cinema right now. That's what I'm using as a studio. It's very properly sound isolated. I just wish they built a studio, like specifically a studio. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, my coins from playing, my international collection of coins from playing. And so I warm up my voice, and the street is not too far from here. So, it's early in the morning now. It's going about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been going since 2 o'clock, practicing and learning and harmonizing and going through the songs and getting ready to make this album. You know, it's called Travels and Dreams, and I'm working a song called Coffee Black. You know, what more to say? We're changing the world. We don't want no war anymore. We don't want racism anymore. We want the people to come together and work it out. And that's what we're doing. And that's the point of this album. And that's the point of living in a hostel. Travel the world, meet people, learn, become positive, and go and apply that positivity, and share that positivity. That's what it's about. It's not like a hotel where you say you've arrived and your establishment and you're secluded and you don't really change. When you go to a hotel, you got no intention of changing or learning or getting any new input or any new perspectives, any new influences. You know it all. You're going out there to just live it and be this big thing that knows it all, that understands it all. You're in a hotel. In a hostel, it's different. In a hostel, you come and it's like you've got to say, hey, I'm Jimmy, I'm from Malawi, where you from? The guy tells you from Argentina. How are things like in Argentina? And blah, 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 blah. That's how it goes all the time, you see? In a hotel, you don't go up to people and say, hey, how are you? What are you? And blah. People are like, what? Who's this? In a hotel, that doesn't happen, you see? So that's the whole point with making music for a place like Steelhouse. Having said that, I'd make an album for any hostel that wants me to make an album for them. But they gotta come with a good deal, because right now Steelhouse got the best deal. That's for sure. Absolutely. So yeah, one love. See, the music is on its way. Good music too.